definitely is part of the bias, yes, so that's right, you're right about that. I think there are two things here. One is the cultural preferences, so I think in general, in African countries or Black Americans, they could, I'm not sure if this is true, but it could be true that they tend to make pictures of themselves a little bit more like with less clothing on. Also because, honestly, if I do that in Holland, I just freeze to death, right? So we kind of need more clothes, it's just true. So I think there's just more like summery vibes within that database. And also I think it's because in general there's maybe less data of Black people. Because it was Eurocentric fed, these tools. For instance, if you use Kling or Minimax, you can easily generate somebody eating noodles, but you can not so well generate somebody eating spaghetti. So it's just where they took the data from. That's going to make a big difference in how the output is.
I kind of missed. I wanted to know why you took off what you referred to as a flag from that now you can now.
Sorry, can you speak a little louder?
How do you remove what you referred to as a flag from now the canvas outfit?
How I did that?
Yes, please.
Okay, I will do it. I will show you that. So I did that from removing the flag. So you select this part. You can do it like that, for instance. You select this part, and then you just generate. Photoshop is bad with prompting, so obviously, or mostly, we get better results to not add a prompt here, unless you are really looking for something specific that will never come up with. But if it's about removing things or adding hands, also when you prompt fingers, it's kind of blocked. I don't know why. So it might be better now, but that was a long time when it was blocked. And you don't add anything, you just do this, and then you add then you press on generative fill, and then it's going to generate 3 options, hopefully of which one is okay. And it will probably see that it's sort of a fabric waste or a fabric overdo that shouldn't be there. So this is what happens. It takes a little while. You have to have a lot. You have better patience ingrained in yourself than we in the West. So we get really frustrated working with this tool. So that might really be your advantage. So you see, that's sort of what happens. Can you see what happens? So this was what it was. And now it has generated, so I'm going to zoom in. Original, and these are the 3 options it has generated. So we can just pick the one that we think is best and move on from there. You can, on top of that, you can generate other things. So, for instance, like I told you, I believe that, so I have to check, can somebody try to make a Korea account who has it already, and see if you have enough free credits to do this?
No, you don't.
Don't?
No, I uploaded 18 images. And
now we'll show you quickly how it's done with Pimento, and then I'll let you train the model yourself. So you choose this option, build your own model. Has anybody? You're all busy. Okay. I'll wait a sec.
oh, desktop.
Oh yes, of course. It's only desktop. It's desktop only.
No.
Okay. Well then, all right.
I'll try to print it. How much did you have?
Well, what we're going to do is, if you don't have access now to a tool, you can. I now advise you to select 15 images of yourself, of which you think is a good image for training a tool, and then if you're willing to share them with me and with the audience, we can go through the selected images, and you can tell me, and I can share with you if they are indeed good for model training or not so good for model training. So I would pick somebody with a laptop. So make sure select decent pictures of yourself.
That's for tomorrow. Now that you've done it, remember it's template. So you still have to go and get your hands dirty and learn the thing, but think of all the things you can do. Amazing stuff, right? So we want to be hearing more about the things you've done. But before that, nose make, right? Really well. I don't know whether Mr. Kune is today your first time working with me? All right. So it is first time working with me. A lot of you today is your first time working with me. Make is just one out of many tools. Okay? Now, he's going to share with you a few best.
So then we can discuss this tomorrow. I think it's because it's a very important tool to master, or part of AI creation to master, consistent character design. So you can also do it for of your kid. I must say, if you're choosing, so I'd say do it of yourself, because then we can also check if it really looks like you. You can just stand next to your generation, and also, make sure that the images that you have created that you bring them with you tomorrow. So if you're working on your phone, make sure that you download them on your phone, so we can check them tomorrow. All right. So if you have created a digital twin of yourself, so now I'm gonna, is everybody ready? Yeah. Okay, so this is a way to create a model using Pimentos. And this is Pimentos app. You go to build your own model, then you choose character.
How do I get to the tool? I have a black screen.
The blind screen. Yeah, I think you're already with the image generation. So here it is. Yeah. So you go to character. It's actually it's exactly the same as Kriya. However, very good to know, Pimento uses or crops your images to square. So Kriya can also use other dimensions, but Pimento uses square images. So if you have like a portrait image and you are standing on a portrait image and your face is not in the middle, then it will crop your head off. So it would be best, if you're using Pimento, it would be best to crop your images to 1 by 1 before training the model. So you drag them in here, and then I will show you how that's done.
So if I drag out it now, I'll do this. So if I drag another module on the screen, I'll try to put this timer on it. You see this timer needs to start. If I click on this.
So here's the same data set again.
You see, I feel good like now, there are some actions that will give us immediately. If I click on this right now, I have access to the idea.
So I have some that are so low in quality that it doesn't use them. I have enough, so it's not a big issue. Voice creation tools. And the cool thing about 11 Labs, and it's not expensive either. So I think it's from €3 or $3 subscription upwards. So it's really, I mean, it's under like
5,000.